The woman extracted some bodily fluid from her arm and mixed it with red paint. She then sprinkled it onto the floor. Finally, she dropped a single drop at the doorway. She then draped her nightgown over a pillow. With a knife, she viciously stabbed it down scenes of times. Then, she evenly spread the liquid over it. Everything she did was to take revenge on the pervert spying on her. Finally, she timed everything perfectly. A second before the stalker unlocked the door, she held her breath. She disguised herself as a corpse. As soon as the pervert stepped inside, he stepped right onto the drop of liquid at the doorway, leaving behind his footprint. In the very next second, he saw the corpse on the sofa. The incredibly realistic crime scene made the pervert's legs go weak. He even felt physically sick. At that moment, he suddenly realized he had broken in illegally. Even if he called the police, he wouldn't be able to explain himself. To protect his innocence, he had no choice but to flee the house. Unbeknownst to him, everything was part of the woman's plan. Seeing him leave, she quickly got up and took some photos of herself. Then, she pulled out a strand of hair. She trimmed it to match the stalker's hair length. She placed it next to the liquid and took another picture, even more meticulously. After cleaning up the scene, she deliberately left a drop of liquid under the sofa, leaving a clue for the police to follow. Meanwhile, the fleeing stalker quickly pulled out his phone. He sent the woman a text. It turned out the stalker was actually the real estate agent the woman had hired. He had a habit of sneaking into clients' homes when they weren't around, stealing a small item to satisfy his twisted desires, to organize his vast collection of trophies. He even rented a storage unit to display them. But that day, he met the beautiful Lisa. Her stunning face captivated him instantly, but Lisa had already noticed him following her, so she staged the crime scene to frame him. After escaping Lisa's home, the man quickly texted her. He claimed he had to take a client to view a property that night. This way, he could clear himself of suspicion and have the client serve as the first witness. Hearing a scream from inside the room, he pretended to be clueless and rushed inside. But what he saw shocked him once again. The corpse on the sofa had vanished. The room was spotless, as if nothing had ever happened. The client had screamed, simply because the room was too clean. At this point, the man was completely bewildered. He frantically checked every room, but found no trace of a crime. This eerie turn of events sent him into a deep panic.